What is up, collector's side? Collector here. Thank you very much for watching. And basically, I don't know what this is. I don't remember what I ordered. So it'll be fun to open it up. It happens. This is a live video, so I will probably, once I figure this out, I'll write in the description and everything what the heck this is. But I just thought it'd be fun to unbox it, see what the heck I ordered. So we got this bad boy here. I cannot remember what I got. So all I know is it is taped up. And let's get this open somehow. Now, I mean, the box is covered in tape. So, I mean, whoever packaged this, I don't know what the deal is, because I'm going to try to get this open. There we are. The shipper box underneath here. The best way to open a package and not hurt yourself is with somewhat dull scissors. Okay, just kidding. Got lots of tape on this thing. I don't know what this could be, Captain. Good Lord. I have to go Conan the Barbarian on it in a minute. I don't want to scratch up or bust up whatever's in here, but yes, these are very dull scissors. So, let's see what we got here. It's a shipper. All right, whoever packaged this, there we go, is going to be hearing from me in the form of very mildly unpleasant rhetoric. G.I. Joe Retaliation Hot Toys Storm Shadow. Right, I have had my. I forgot I ordered this. Snake Eyes must be coming because I think I ordered them both, and I am very excited to check this figure out. I've been watching these for a long time. Got a good price on it. Okay, so now, all right, this is how it came. Ooh, it came like this, right? Now, this was underneath. Like they couldn't, I shipped my stuff out to people. Like I just, you you just put the bag back on. And, well, that was, oh my God, that was super difficult. Look at that. That's just so many extra steps. I think. Well, let's see. I've been wanting to get this thing for a long time. Not that I really like the movie. I just think the figures are pretty awesome. Very nice packaging, I have to say. I really like the packaging a lot. You got this kind of foil G.I. Joe Retaliation. You got the Ninja Clan symbol there. Storm Shadow right there. Very nice. I like the kind of the mountain look. Let's get this out of the package here. Nice, very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that looks really nice. You got the window box here, look at that. Now, I don't know why, it's just, something about these figures, the movie was, it's okay. But I know something about these figures I just think is just really nice. I don't know what it is. Can't really put my finger on it, to be honest with you. I just, for whatever reason, I don't know, I've been really drawn to these particular figures. Now, look, there's no, see, like, what I try to at least put the plastic back on, there's no effort here, whatever. So, very nice. Now, I can't tell if the mask is dirty or if it's supposed to be like that, but I will tell you, this is a beauty. Look at this. This is really nice. The clothing is very well cared for. Now I think I got this pre-owned. Somebody had I think taken it out for some unboxing video or something like that, and then they just put it back in and got rid of it. So I think that's the deal with this. But overall, yeah, the really nice costume. The mask, like this is the mask here. If you guys can see, this is fabric. So that's really nicely done. I really like that. And we've got pretty good articulation here. Let's get him do a pose, right? So let's see what we got. Raise the arms up. Now I don't see an instruction booklet around anywhere, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, just kind of adjust the jacket here. I like this, very nice. The costume is really nice. I like it a lot. Get it kind of a, let's get into a little bit of a stance here. Kind of like a, very cool. Let's see, nicely done. Whoop. The ankle's a little loose. Yeah, this is not the first time, honestly. Like I've gotten a Hot Toy figure out of the package, and I felt that that the figure, the ankles are really loose. Not really loose, but just a little too loose. They got to hold up the weight. That's one thing that drives me a little nuts. Kind of a pet peeve of mine, because no matter what poses you set your figures in, the ankles are the kind of the gateway to stability. You know what I mean? Like you have to, the ankles need to be solid joint, because if your ankles give out, your figure gives out. You know what I mean? If the ankles are strong enough to hold a pose, you can get more dynamic poses out of your figures as long as the ankles can sustain that position. If the knees buckle a little, it's not so bad. The ankles are sort of the key to, at least in my opinion, to maintaining a balanced pose of a figure. You can see that before my computer turns off. All right, now let's see. We've got some cool accessories here. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of hands plus one extra hand here. We've got the sword sheaths. There's 2, long and short. Now I believe his actor's name is Byung-Hun Lee. Is that, if I'm not mistaken? This is a really, really amazing likeness. I mean, that is really outstanding. Now, Hot Toys has only gotten better with their likenesses, in my opinion, because like on some of the newer figures, and this is a little bit older figure, but on some of the newer figures, there's more paint and applications on the hair, so they do highlights and stuff, which is really nice. Not a requirement, but it's really nice. This is just a really excellent likeness. Let's see, we've got our Sai and Shuriken in here. I'm not going to leave that in the little thing. I want to lose them. We've got our swords. Now this is a beauty. I really like how they did this. This is like a chrome, just, oh, cool. What is that? What does that do that for? I wonder what that does. Anyway, so the swords are chrome, and that's really nice. I like that. You got one small one, one larger one. They feel really solid. I had seen somewhere that there was, and I could be wrong, but I thought like in some of the G.I. Joe or one of the G.I. Joe figures or something like that, there was a die-cast sword. I don't know if that was a Sideshow collectible or I'm not sure, but basically, I want him to hold it right now. That's just what I want him to do. Can he? Is this the right hand for that? I think it is. Yes, it is. And I want this arm to come up this way. I want this arm to go here. And I'm going to turn this sword around because blade, and the blade to face the other way. You know what? Hang on a second. Whatever. You know what? Just for the sake of showing it off on the video, I'm just going to pose it like this. Okay. Here we are. Now, I wish that the sleeves kind of covered body a little bit more. I mean, the wrists a little bit more, you know, just because. But I like that he's able to do this in the first place, because that's just kind of what I had envisioned him being able to do. Get a little bit of an angle there, kind of make his head look down, action stance, ready to go. Straight up elbow. Now the sword is backwards. I will fix that, but you know, I want the blade to be facing the other way. Oh, one of the little studs fell off. Yeah, whatever. See, like, that's, I mean, look at that. If you guys can see that little dot on my finger, that's one of the studs on his costume, which popped off. I don't even know where from. So be careful of that. But still, that's I mean, it's really nicely done here. Try to angle this a little more forward. He's kind of ready to strike. And let's do, now he's ready for his brother in arms. There's another one that fell off. That's annoying. I don't even know where those are coming from, to be honest with you. They're kind of like on the underneath the belt. Almost looks like they're there by accident, which is kind of funny. But that's pretty much it. I just think that's a cool pose. See, another one fell off. I don't even know where these are coming from. There are these little black or little studs that are falling off of his costume. Now, I did see someone in another video kind of warn about that. See what I mean about the ankles, though? Like, if you can get the ankles to balance, then you can get a lot of different poses. And, you know, I think it's just, you know, me personally, I feel like that's kind of like the gateway to a good, solid figure pose, is the ankles need to be strong. Because if the ankles are weak, then obviously, you know, the figure is going to flop. It's going to fall over. So I want to do something like this. Kind of, let's switch directions. You know, what's cool is range of motion, very good. Articulation, very good. Little sneakers. Look at his sneakers. Okay. Now, if I had a, let's pull out this. See, oh, here's the instruction booklet. I found it. I don't want to pull that up too far. Let's see what he can do. Too bad there's no wire in here, but kind of looking like that, I feel like would be a good position. See if he can sit. Sit or get a leg on. Let's see if we can get the leg on. Lean on the back of this. Maybe it falls over. Oh well, you know what? I have a stand at home I can use. You can pick one up off of eBay too, just a cheap figure stand that's hold them up in an action pose like that. But what I want to do really is I want to put the other sword in the other hand so that he's got a double blade going on, double blade action. Be careful of those little studs. I'm going to turn the hands now. What I like to do, especially with the swords, I like to have the wrist angled away, like a slice. So he's kind of doing, you know, you kind of angle the wrist pegs out so that you get a double slice, because what that does is it points, you know, your natural slice, it points your wrist down like this. You see how your wrist kind of goes like that? So that little peg goes this way, and then you get that cool slice look. So it's kind of like, get away from me. And then if I flop his things up like that, now this is cool because they can kind of stay. The material is rigid enough that it kind of stays up like that. And so I feel like in a pose, And on a figure stand, that will hold up nicely. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a stand with me, but that's kind of what I was envisioning. You know, like a double slice. And then I feel like Snake Eyes is going to be down here with his guard up and a sword ready to block it. So there you go. Hey, we got an unboxing video and a posing video all in one, right? What do you think? What do you guys think of that? So that's kind of what I envisioned. I feel like the stand should kind of put him up there. I'm going to put the gun in his holster. And he comes with a pistol, which is a real beautiful piece there. That's, I mean, now I'm not a gun person. You know, don't know the names. That's not my thing. Whoa, I just lost a magazine. I'll find it, don't worry. It's down there by my foot. You know, but just for effect. Give his holster for his pistol there. Not that I'm going to really need it, but no, I mean, what the hell does a ninja need a gun for anyway? So, and then kind of just going to fluff the fabric here. Now it's a really nice material. And I'm just going to do it like that. So that's how I would position it, at least in a display. It's maybe like that to start with. And then as time goes on, if I get tired of looking at it, I'll come up with some other cool ninja stands, you know, but you guys can get a look at. See, I have the clamp put right there. And then here's his sheaths for his sword on his back. So I'm going to put the tall one. Now, typically, I would imagine that the tall one goes on, it goes there. The shorter one goes there. Flip it around. Make it go the same way. And there we go. This is a really nice figure. Really nice figure. I really like it a lot. You know, if you're a G.I. Joe fan and you don't have any of the sideshow figures, because I mean, it was really hard to find a Storm Shadow under like $200 on eBay. This is a really nice alternative just because also it's a nice figure. I mean, if the movie stunk, just the figure is fantastic. I have to say, I really like this figure a lot. This could potentially be a favorite in my collection. Now, the range of motion in the arms is a little weak. I'm feeling a little resistance up here in that joint, but I'm going to just move it up slowly and carefully. Yeah, I'm kind of ready to slice, ready to dice. Remember those guys? There is a lot of resistance here in the shoulder. Now, I don't want to break anything, but I will say, like, that's one problem I have with some of the Hot Toy figures is that they stop, you know, your shoulder can go up like that. They shouldn't stop here and rock. But other than that, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So that's that. That is the G.I. Joe Retaliation Hot Toys Storm Shadow figure, which is a really nice figure. It has a you know, and also I like the costume design too, especially like if you don't like the movie so much, they really did a nice job with the costume design. And I like the fact that he's got elements of the original designed cartoon, you know, costume, like just the way the hood is, the, you know, the coloring, the style. It's really, he has a presence is what I like about this. You know, it has a presence. It has this really just badass ninja presence that I think, see, that's what I'm talking about, the ankles. You gotta have those tough ankle joints. If anything else is loose on the figure, the main joints should be the tightest, meaning the thigh, the shoulders, and the ankles. Those should be the tightest, stiffest joints, at least in my opinion, because that's what's going to hold poses in place. You're not, you know, if an elbow is a little loose, it doesn't bother me as much. I mean, it does, but it doesn't, because if the elbow's a little loose, you can just sort of position it, and it's not, you don't need to have a solid joint there, in my opinion. It can be a little on the loose side, but a shoulder is what's going to keep that arm up. And if you have a shoulder joint that's loose, then it really kills the figure. So that's that. Hot Toys Storm Shadow unboxing, sort of figure review. So if you guys have a chance to pick this guy up, There's some decent prices out there for him, and I would say that if you like G.I. Joe and you're a fan of it, you don't have to be a fan of the movie to pick this guy up. It's just a really cool figure, a really nice, just a really nice piece to have as far as having just having a G.I. Joe hot toy figure. Hopefully they make a movie that's a lot better, and then we'll have some more characters. But until then, keep calm, pose on, people.